Before I entered high school, I had no clue that I would end up in an American university. However, my parents and I made the decision that I will go to America for my undergraduate education within 2 weeks after we saw a publication made by an international high school. The high-quality education and the most cut-edge academic environment in America was very tempting for both me and my family. What's more, I also had a lot of romantic fantasies about the amazing experience that I would have in American universities. I worked hard learning English. I worked on my SAT tests, only for studying in a place that is completely new to me. Before I go to America, all that I ever got from other people was encouragement and beautiful wishes. I took on my journey to America without a single hint of concern. Everything seemed new and amazing for me when I arrived at Wake. Unlike it is in China, people here are of different skin colors and hair colors. Every single sign I could see on the street was in English instead of Chinese. The odor of melted cheese and bakery in the pit replaced the smell of soy sauce and mature vinegar that I smelled every day in China. Being amazed by all these changes, I was excited. I literally jumped around the campus to express my excitement. I was confident and ambitious. I was thinking that I would accomplish great things in this new world. However, things started to go down when the pre-orientation started. We had to do group activities. Being in a group involves chatting and exchanging ideas. Without a second of pause, celebrities and TV shows became the shared topic of all group members, but me. They kept chatting about these topics that I had no clue about. All of a sudden, I thought I returned to 4 years ago when I could barely speak any English. When exchanging ideas about the group activities, they all unintentionally ignored my ideas and stick with their way of solving problems, which I could only struggle to follow. I was unable to hear other people's voice, and my own voice was also unheard by the others. What worse, the pre-orientation lasted a few days, which led me to continuously suffer the painful realization that I was socially disabled among Americans. As I said, I was ambitious. My desire to prove my self-determination was magnified by 10 times when I felt excluded from the local community. The strong desire granted me a biased, twisted nationalism. To show off the value that lies within me, I wanted to do better academically than all the Americans I knew. I wanted to show all Americans that I had a perfect personality, and I wanted to prove a point that Americans are being foolish by excluding me. At that time, Wake Forest University was literally a battleground for me. I pushed myself harder than ever academically, and I faked my feelings just to be nice. On one instance, some random drunk people took my clothes away and messed up with my room while I was taking a shower. I was disgusted by such behavior, but I made a statement in the house saying that I am okay with it, just to show everyone that I am forgiving. I was lucky, though. My unhealthy nationalism faded away when the people from my residence hall surprised me with a birthday card they made collectively for me. Reading their wishes and signatures touched me deeply. For the first time, I realized that I and my American schoolmates are connected, even though there is a cultural barrier blocking us from deep communication. Returned to school from winter break, I felt even more connected with my American schoolmates through their exciting greetings. At the same time, I acknowledged that my nationalism was a little bit biased and even childish. For the first time, I found home in Wake Forest. A sense of belonging, something most people would take for granted when entering college, had never appeared to me until that point. Now I know that I can only stay in my Chinese community for the moment, and at the same time gradually cope with local culture to fit in. Being psychologically settled in this new world is quite an accomplishment for now, but there are more complications ahead of me. After I finish my college education or even a graduate school in America, I will have to choose between staying in America and going back to China. What's bothering about this choice is that I will lose a lot either way. Staying here means that I have to remain the war that raised me as a minor part of my life. And going back to China means that I had to give up on an environment that cost me so much time and energy to adapt. Given that I had to choose, I think that I will go back to China. Though I abandoned my biased nationalism, the patriotism that was raised in me when I was a child has never changed. Paying back my country has always been a lifelong goal for me. Considering how much I have changed so far, I might change my mind in the future, but still, I have something to lose either way. Well, it was a tough process for me to cope with the cultural barrier. By integrating myself with a large percent of the campus, I gradually made myself less excluded. Wake Forest now is my home. Knowing what's coming, I will not panic on where to go when I finish my education in America. The only question left is, are all the struggles I went through inevitable? Could I be more prepared for this if I knew what was waiting for me in America? Why was I not informed about all this before I even made the decision to come here? Maybe we should be taught on what to think rather than what to do before we come to a new country. I truly hope that this video can draw more attention from educators on this aspect of Chinese international students.